Sadistic Penguin Studios presents It's Getting Drafty in Here.
Drafty old barn.
The show of drafting random nonsense.
I choose business ethics.
And now, coming to you from his basement, aka Draft Headquarters, your host and draft master, Magnificent Stan.
Hello, welcome to episode 66 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. I am your host, Magnificent Stan. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. And like I mentioned at the topic for the YouTube, this is going to be kind of a weird one. I think it's going to kind of go off the rails a bit, but let me explain briefly. We're doing a movie draft. Each of us will have to draft a movie as well as one actor from that movie with the thought process that the rest of the cast is going to be filled with Muppets. So joining me today, we have a couple of repeat offenders. Steve Kniss, filmmaker extraordinaire, back with us. What's up, Steve?
Oh man, I'm good. I was talking to my wife. She's giving me some insider information on this draft.
Cheating.
I know you all have like shit all over me for taking Muppet Christmas Carol in the Christmas draft way back when. And I am very tempted that every pick tonight is just going to be a non-Muppet Christmas Carol that would be better by just adding Muppets.
Just pick nothing but Michael Caine movies.
Ooh, that'd be a good one too.
Also joining us, we have from the Chicago Sports Bums, my wrestling brother, our guy Bologna. What's up, Peter?
Hello. I was saying behind the stage, behind the screen. We hadn't done a podcast together in I felt like 3-4 months. We've done 3 in a week.
In the last, 5 days?
Not sick of me.
5 days? Yeah, 5 days.
I love it. We're back, baby.
Let's do more. Let's keep going.
Keep it running. Suck it, Jer.
We both work in seasonal industries, and we have plenty of time to do this bullshit. So let's just start doing this bullshit.
I got nothing to do but watch my kids and talk into a microphone.
All right. Super Bowl 20 on playback next week. Let's do this.
Bears.
All right. So we're gonna get started with the draft here again. We have categories. So we're doing drama, action, comedy, rom-com, and horror. And then again, you have to pick the movie as well as one actor from that movie, and then the rest are Muppets. So, Steve, you won the lottery. Let's roll.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, this was a weird one because every pod that I've been on with you so far, Brian, I was hoping for the first pick because I feel like there's like a 1A usually. This one, I feel like we're all going to have our list and it's going to be completely our own. So I'm only like 1 or 2 deep with most of these genres. So I'm hoping y'all don't make me lose my mind a little bit. I'm going to start with a drama because I think this might be the only one that might actually get picked by somebody else. I'm going to go with Shawshank Redemption as my drama.
That's good.
And the best part of this one is you can pick whichever character you want. I think I pick Andy still as the human character and yeah, Tim Robbins. And part of that is I just kept going through my head of the different scenes in the film. The scene with the sisters feels like it's made way better if we've got Andy as our human character. But I've put way more thought than I care to admit into how I would cast the movie. And so I think Morgan Freeman's character has to be Gonzo. I don't know if that's me in Christmas Carol mode where he's just our narrator of the film. What's the name?
The bigger question is who's the warden. That's what I want to know.
Good question.
This is gonna be a theme throughout because of my love for this character. Fozzie Bear is the warden. And he's going to appear in every one of my films because he makes everything better.
How can you be so obtuse?
As Fozzie? Come on. It'd be amazing. And then my other special casting, what's the young guy that shows up? Tommy, is that his name?
Yeah. I think Tommy, yeah.
Swedish Chef for him.
Orky dorky Elmo Bletch.
as he's getting sniped from the rooftop.
So I had Shawshank on my list as well. I had Morgan Freeman though as keeping because I feel like a lot of these it's important to keep the straight man, and I think that Morgan is the one that is the voice of reason throughout the whole thing. But yeah, no,
I think you can make an argument that the warden should be the only human character and he's just
that would
overseeing an entire prison of Muppets. I think that works as well.
My warden would have been Sam the Eagle, but I'm pretty sure I picked Sam the Eagle to play everything in all of these movies. So
yeah, see, your Sam Eagle is my Fozzie Bear.
There you go. I love Fozzie, I love Rolf, I love them all. But
can we agree? No, Fozzie Bear is my favorite by far. He's my 1-1 Muppet.
Absolutely.
Are you saying
not even a debate?
1-1 is Sam the Eagle, or you just want to make people laugh?
No, Rolf. I think Rolf the dog is my 1-1.
You seem like a Rolf guy.
Yeah. And if you watched Drafty Pod last week, we talked about Animal quite a bit as well. So Animal's I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
So long as we avoid Miss Piggy being cast tonight, I'm going to be happy.
I've got her in some predominant roles. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's tough because Jim
we're going to struggle with the rom-com.
Jim Henson.
Yeah, the rom-com one's tough.
By all of his genius and greatness, Jim Henson might have needed a few more female Muppet characters.
It's true.
Yeah, it's like I saw a reel on Instagram today where it was like, here's all the scenes from all the Lord of the Rings movies where women talk to each other, and it's like 2 seconds of like a child talking to her mom, and then it's like Peter Jackson and like the credits.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of females, what do you got? You got Miss Piggy, you got Janice, and you got Gonzo's chicken, like Camilla.
Like we're not really going. We're only sticking the actual Muppets, right? Like we're not going Abby Cadabby from Sesame Street or anything like that because
why
they got
not?
a couple more female characters. I'm just saying there's a couple more available.
I mean, if we're digging into Sesame Street,
Fraggle Rock characters,
Fraggle Rock, yeah. If we're digging into Sesame Street, I would say Oscar the Grouch is the fucking warden.
Good warden. That's a very good warden.
He's a good warden. I'm sticking with Fozzie Bear though. He needs the break.
Yeah. I do like the Fozzie Bear one.
I mean, Muppet movies are supposed to be comedy, and Fozzie is like an evil warden is perfect. What? All right, Peter.
All right, I'm glad. I mean, we talked about this pre-show, Brian. Like, we all have various, different movie like palettes, and so I wasn't really like too afraid that I was gonna get my pick stolen. But I was like, if my 1-1 goes, I'm like, I have no backup plan for this. But this movie could be categorized almost as a drama or a comedy. But I think if I go on IMDb, it still says action on there. It's Pulp Fiction. I'm going Pulp Fiction as my action movie. I'm keeping yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping Samuel L. Jackson because I feel like him interacting with all the other Muppets has to happen. And then I want Quentin. I thought in my head, Quentin Tarantino's character is Jimmy. They're basically the same character. They got the Hawaiian shirt. They got everything else.
Oh my God, Gonzo as Jimmy is the best.
Yeah. So like Vincent Vega has to be. In my head, I think that's Kermit. I think he's the main character. He's the main star. I think Kermit is Vincent Vega. And then from there, obviously, Uma Thurman is probably Miss Piggy only because I have limited options in female characters. I know you're shaking your head, Steve, but what else?
No, I just want you to be progressive and cast against gender. Just keep Miss Piggy out of this movie.
No, you know what?
It's not a bad idea.
I'm already thinking outside the box as much as my brain. I haven't had a drink today, no edibles, so I don't think I could get that deep into it.
Well, if we're counting like Sesame Street, can we just Uma Thurman can be Big Bird?
I do like that.
Do the dancing scene as Big Bird, like it fits.
That's a good one. See what keeps popping in the back of my head, and Samuel Jackson, yes, absolutely. But thinking about Vincent Vega and Jules as Kermit and Fozzie, that's pretty cool.
That would be good.
Or Bunsen and Beaker.
So I had Beaker in my head. I was thinking of the scene with Samuel L. Jackson, and it's like, look at the big brains on Brad. And you know the scene where it's like, say what again? Say what again? So that character is Beaker, and he's just meeping the whole time. So it's like, say what again? And he's just meep.
Say meep again. I double dare you, motherfucker.
Yep.
That's phenomenal.
Who gets Marvin's the dude that gets shot in the back seat, right?
Yeah, Marvin. Yeah.
Yeah, who you putting as that?
He shot Marvin. That's a great question. Probably Scooter. Scooter seems like a nerdy character that would get shot in the head.
Rolf the dog's got to be Bruce Willis, right?
Rolf
like
the dog,
old like grizzled.
I had Marcellus Wallace. Marv the dog, Rolf the dog is Marcellus Wallace.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
So yeah.
What about Dr. Teeth as Marcellus Wallace would have been
okay.
Fun too. Right on. That's a good one. I like it. I didn't even think about Pulp Fiction. I don't know why. I just didn't.
All of my movies, I feel like, because I wanted to do this, and this was such a out of the box category, draft that we're doing. I wanted to have ensemble casts so I could put multiple people in these characters and vice versa.
Yeah. Everybody's so versatile. It works out.
Both the Muppets and the actual actors.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, these are the two that I sent you guys a message earlier today that there were two picks that I just keep laughing at. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take both of these. First one, I'm gonna go with my action movie. Sorry. I'm gonna pick Bloodsport as my action movie, and we're keeping Jean-Claude Van Damme. Just because I want to watch Jean-Claude Van Damme roundhouse kick a bunch of fucking puppets. So,
I'm in on that.
I am not in on that. I feel like that would ruin my childhood.
Who plays Chong
It depends.
Li,
It depends on the Muppets that are getting.
That's true. If Miss Piggy's getting roundhouse kicked,
as every character.
So yeah, I just kept imagining Jean-Claude Van Damme getting hit in the face with the salt and then roundhouse kicking, Kermit in the face, and he's flying all over the fucking place. So I don't have anybody in mind really for the other parts. Maybe the part that Ogre plays, where he's like a big biker. I would use Sweetums. You guys know who Sweetums is?
Yeah.
But other than that, I really didn't think about which Muppets would play which characters. But
But Animal fits right into this world as well.
Oh yeah. Animal could have been that guy. I think his name is Jackson. I think that would have been a good one too.
Animal could have been Jean-Claude Van Damme's character.
It's true.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie too if you're going to pick one character to be a Muppet, and it's just Animal just kicking ass.
Yeah, we might have to do the reverse of this draft for next time.
And it's funny because we talked about Jean-Claude Van Damme movies for a couple minutes on Happy Hour on Friday because we were talking about terrible movies that we love. So
it's a good one.
All right, my next pick. It's gonna get a little risque in here. I'm gonna go with my drama, and I'm going Boogie Nights.
Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, even better.
And we're keeping Dirk Diggler, obviously. So we're keeping Mark Wahlberg.
You gotta switch it up. You gotta give him up in a big old hog, man. Yeah. What are we doing here?
Diggler. Yeah, that's Kermit the Frog. Come on.
I just want Miss Piggy to go, this is a giant cock. That's all I care about. And then you got the Burt Reynolds character.
That's
would
Gonzo.
Be
gotta be Gonzo.
Gonzo, or do you guys know who Clifford is?
No, I have a list of Muppets up here.
That's a deep pull.
I don't see Clifford. Oh yes, Clifford. Yeah, he's got it looks like he's got Rastafarian hair.
That's Clifford. He talks like this, baby. Like he's a real deep voice, and like he would have been a good Marcellus Wallace, honestly.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But yeah, so and obviously the John C. Reilly character is Fozzie Bear. Like that is like a slam fucking dunk right there, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been laughing all day at thinking about Boogie Nights with Muppets.
At what point can we like Grok or Chat GTP or whatever these AI things that are people use? Can we make these movies?
We could
with
we
AI.
Absolutely,
I'm AI illiterate. I really like unless I say like make a picture of a donut, like I can figure that out. But can we make these into actual movies?
As someone who makes a living teaching film to college students, I cannot endorse this plan.
It's ruining my industry.
But think of the lulz.
It's true. It's true.
That would be wonderful. Okay, Peter.
All right. So again, my next movie is somewhat that you could put in a comedy, but also a drama. I'm going Forrest Gump. I'm going Forrest Gump as my drama. And I'm keeping Lieutenant Dan. So I'm keeping Gary Sinise as his character, and then everyone else is Muppets. Because I want to see Lieutenant Dan, and I want to see Gary Sinise, with all these characters.
So who's Forrest? I mean, that we got, yeah.
I think Kermit. I think I'm going like chalk. I'm going super chalk on that, but I think Kermit has to play Forrest Gump.
Okay.
I would have gone Fozzie probably, because there's that like certain like naivete to Fozzie. Like I don't want to say he's
I had
stupid,
Fozzie
but he's
as
like
Bubba. I had Fozzie as
yeah,
Bubba.
Yeah,
Fozzie as Bubba. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who plays each of your presidents? That he interacts with.
That's a great question.
Sam the Eagle plays all of them.
Yeah. Stadler and Waldorf. We got to toss that Stadler and Waldorf in there.
That's true.
I believe he said he has to go pee. Oh man, that's perfect. I thought about Forrest Gump, but I couldn't think about what I wanted to do with the human component at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the rest of these. Nah, I mean, like I said, Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction were the two that I really wanted, and then like the rest, I'm like, oh, I got options, but these were the two that I was like, oh, I got to get these.
Yeah, perfect. I'm glad everybody's getting like the exact ones that they want. So this is one of those drafts that like
it's so wide ranging. Right.
I think it adds like the element of like stealing and stuff like that always makes good content, but this is always fun too. So. All right, Steve, you got two, man.
Let's go horror first. And I'm going to go Silence of the Lambs. Kind of in that drama horror world. But this is where Fozzie keeps it going. So, like, I'm going to keep Jodie Foster as my human, and Fozzie Bear is Hannibal Lecter. And it's going to make the whole film incredible.
I ate the liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti. Waka, waka, waka.
Yeah. I think I was running into like
two on my list. So
the genres are tough because like as soon as you do it, it just becomes a comedy immediately. So I leaned into like which movie is gonna be made the funniest, and for me, Silence of the Lambs, like check that box.
Who plays the guy that shoots the cum in her face? That's Gonzo, right?
Do we actually see that guy? Do we see him on?
Yeah, you do.
Screen?
Yeah.
I'll go
sounds like a Gonzo.
Statler and Waldorf.
Both. Yeah. No.
So then we got like Buffalo Bill is like our like other question, right?
Yeah.
Rolf.
Who's gonna play?
Rolf is Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, Rolf is Buffalo Bill. Wait a minute, was she a great big fat person? What are you, a size 14? Oh man, that's perfect.
I love it.
All right. Yeah, that's the one that I started giggling about and then just kept laughing throughout the day as I was thinking about it. It's a good one. Yeah, that was number 2 on my horror list. So It's a good one. And I had Jodie Foster as well, because that's one of those situations where you kind of want the straight man, because that's who she was. Yeah. She's the glue, Yeah. I always call that she's the Jason Bateman.
Plus, again, you just don't want Miss Piggy in that role.
Yeah. Like, I think it changes, like, if we keep Hannibal Lecter as the human, it changes the whole film, where you're seeing like his internal mind, where he just sees the entire world as Muppets. I think it deepens the film, personally.
Although the scene where they have him hold up in that big room, with the two cops when he eats the dude's face, like like if you kept Anthony Hopkins, you see him like eating its face and like stuffing is flying up all over the place,
just fur everywhere.
It's the best. All right, I'm trying to figure out where to go. Okay, I think I'm gonna go comedy.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with The Hangover as my comedy.
Nice.
But Mike Tyson is going to be the only dude playing the human character.
Yes. I love that.
So we've got a lot to play with here.
I love that. That. Kermit's the Bradley Cooper, right?
Or is Kermit the dude? No, Kermit's the dude that goes missing.
Kermit's the guy from The Office. I thought, or no, the guy that goes missing makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so who's
Zach?
Galifianakis?
I think that's got to be Animal.
Okay.
We're three best friends, everybody.
I know this is your idea, but can we cast Bunsen Honeydew as Mr. Chow?
Yes, that's what I was just wondering. Is like who ends up in that character in that
song, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Is Bunsen Honeydew doing that? That'd be awesome.
Second pick in a row. I'm doing the jerk off hand.
And then here we are. We're like, Heather Graham's got to be Miss Piggy. It's ruined it. I can't.
Miss Piggy and the lack of female characters in the Muppets is a tough scene.
Yeah. Tough. Jim Henson is writing his characters like Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I have one piece of homework for us here today. We have to cast Bobo the bear in some category at some point.
Okay. All right, we can make that work.
Bobo the bear.
I feel like Bobo the bear could be isn't there the he could be in The Hangover. I think that one
Can he be the tiger in The Hangover? You just Bobo the bear is just the tiger.
He could be Mike Tyson's tiger as Bobo the bear.
I like that.
No, you gotta have something cute. Like the tiger is Camilla the chicken.
Yeah, that actually works. That chicken's a firecracker.
So many options.
Good. So good.
All right.
Dr. Teeth is Mr. Chow. That's a good one too.
I do that. Yeah, that's good. Dr. Teeth's good.
Oh man. All right, Peter.
So I'm going with my comedy as well, and this is a comedy that I'm not really. I've seen it like 2-3 times, but it's not one of my all-time comedies. But for this exercise, I like the visual, so I'm going Tropic Thunder, and I'm keeping Robert Downey Jr. and then everyone else is Muppets, because I feel like that just makes for a good comedy.
Yeah, but I kind of like the idea of a Muppet playing the Robert Downey Jr. character and having to be in blackface.
It's Rolf the dog right there, man. Like that is Rolf the dog.
Damn it. I didn't really think about it that way. I was singularly focused on having Robert Downey Jr. in this.
I like how we all have our own interpretation in mind as soon as you pick the pick. That's what's like really fun about this. It's funny as hell. It's like when we did the draft.
Oh man.
When we did a draft where we drafted wrestlers as comic book heroes, right? Bologna, you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. Fantastic.
I need you to go down the line now. Like, who's playing Ben Stiller? Who's playing the Tom Cruise exec character?
All right. So for the notes I had for this is Fozzie Bear as Jack Black. I had Fozzie Bear as the Jack Black character, and then Kermit would be Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
If we're doing the Tom Cruise, that might be like a Gonzo situation. Or if we want to do like deep, you want to go like deeper cut, then like maybe like Sam the Eagle would be good there.
Yeah.
What about Pepe the Prawn?
Pepe the Prawn might be good as Sam Jackson's character. I mean, as Robert Downey Jr.'s character. Pepe the Prawn. You know what? We didn't put
very underrated Muppet. Very underrated Muppet.
We haven't mentioned Pepe the Prawn.
It's true, we haven't cast him yet.
Yeah, that's on us. Hand up. We fucked up.
I feel like he gives more Jay. What's that guy's name? Jay Baruchel. More that guy's energy.
Yeah, Jay Baruchel.
That's so good.
Oh man, that's a good.
I would watch it. I'd also watch it to watch Kermit play the old films that Ben Stiller acts in. Yeah.
Happy Jack.
Yeah.
That would be really good. That's funny as hell. All right. Well, since you guys already took out the comedy section, I'll hold off on that one. I'll take my other two now.
Oh, being strategic.
Rom-com. Well, I already took Boogie Nights. So in terms of content, so I'm also going to take Zach and Miri Make a Porno.
Nice.
I'm trying to get the Jason Jason vote.
Oh, you got that vote with Boogie Nights. That was locked in first round.
I'm keeping Rogan on that one, although it might be funny to take what's the Daryl from The Office, Craig Robinson. He's so funny in that movie. He makes that movie for me, honestly. But just to watch Seth Rogen like bang some puppets. Come on. Come on, we got Mark Wahlberg and Seth Rogen.
I don't know, man.
They're just plowing into these puppets, man. I'm making that.
I said it earlier with Bloodsport, and now you're doing it again. You're ruining my childhood.
Starting to make me question why you wanted to have this draft in the first place.
This guy wants to kill all the Muppets and fuck all the Muppets. What the hell, Brian?
Beat the shit out of the Muppets, then fuck them.
I cast Brian as Buffalo Bill in my Silence of the Lambs with just Muppets.
Mailman Jack saying, is that really a rom-com? I think it's a rom-com.
Absolutely.
I think it's more of a com-com.
Well, they fall in love. Like it is like a...
Some would consider it love making in the film, Jack.
Speaking of rom-coms, next week on Drafty Pod, we're drafting rom-coms.
There you go.
Literally, we are. All right, I'm gonna go with my horror. Let me get a ruling on this one.
Yes.
Instead of a human actor,
I say yes.
Can I pick an animal actor?
All right, hold on. Explain yourself.
I want to draft, and if you guys say no, it's fine. I would like to draft Jaws, and we're keeping the shark.
Oh, hell yeah. I give you that one.
I guess it counts as a horror.
Or Pepe the Prawn as the shark.
As a horror.
Yeah. Yeah, I count it. Definitely.
Okay.
But I also would like to see a Muppet like shark.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Pepe the Prawn. Just put him in as a shark.
I'm going to eat you all, okay? That would be funny as hell. But who plays Brody? That's Kermit, right?
Yeah.
Or Rolf. Rolf's kind of like, I feel like Rolf lets off that like thing that like he's been through some shit.
Yeah, he's grizzled.
Yeah.
Miss Piggy would be a great shark.
Yeah.
I think we're back to Fozzie here, though. Like, Fozzie's got to be the mayor for me.
Just because of the clothes.
Yeah.
The mayor dresses so terrible. No, Sam the Eagle is the mayor, though?
I just want Fozzie in everything.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I would, too.
So Brody is Kermit. Let's go. I'm gonna say Brody is Kermit. Gonzo is Dreyfus.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
Okay.
And then Quint is Rolf the dog, because Quint's been through a lot of shit in his life.
Been through some things.
Or Dr. Teeth.
I like that.
Sharks in water.
Like there's a
shark.
Yeah, there to me there's an animal quality to that character.
And
as well.
mom whose kid gets
Yeah.
that mom whose kid on the raft got eaten is beaker. That Klickner kid, is it because of the glasses? Oh no, Bunsen wears glasses. Never mind.
To be fair, that whole beach scene is made so much more funny if everyone is just a Muppet. Just
and then the
fill
shark,
out that whole
the
beach with
shark
Muppets.
just eats all these puppets.
Yep.
Yeah. I had another horror one in mind, and it was good, but this one, I made the right choice here. Those are 3 classic characters on the boat, so like filling those with Muppets was funny to me. Like I talked to Mailman Jack about it earlier a little bit, because he sent me a list, and I told him like I'm thinking about drafting Jaws and the shark, and he's like, "Oh, I would keep Quint because that guy's fucking great. That is an epic character." But yeah, I feel like this makes for more comedy. So
Sure.
Oh yeah.
But all right, Bologna.
All right. I'm debating which way I want to go with it, but it really doesn't matter. I don't think anybody's got these movies. I'm admittedly not big on rom-com. I'm not a big rom-com guy, but I do watch this movie fairly often. It's one of my like late night, have nothing to do, maybe a little buzz. If it's on TNT or streaming, I'll just watch it. It's Crazy Stupid Love. I love Crazy Stupid Love as my rom-com, and I'm keeping Ryan Gosling because I feel like as much as it would be cool to have like a Muppet play that, like cool character, I think Gosling's just a good actor, and I'd rather have, Kermit as the Steve Carell role and then go from there.
That was kind of my idea for drama. I was going to take Fight Club and keep Brad Pitt. Like consider like the dynamic of like Brad Pitt's just an amalgam of what he wants, but he's like he's the eye candy of the movie, but yeah, this is a really good pick. Who plays the Carell?
I got Kermit in the Steve
Kermit.
Carell role of just a low kind of down in the dumps kind of guy. But then from there, I was thinking of like who would play David Lindhagen, because he's a role, Kevin Bacon's role. It's someone that like everyone hates in that movie.
Yeah, Lindhagen.
Lindhagen, and I don't really hate any Muppet per se. So I'm trying to think of like who would be a good.
I go with Miss Piggy.
Bacon. Miss Piggy would be Lindhagen.
Let's pull from the Sesame Street someone you hate. Why not Elmo?
I got no beef with Elmo. My kids love
fuck
Elmo. I got no beef with Elmo. You know who? All right, if we're going from the Sesame Street route, Lindhagen might be Gonzo, or not Gonzo, Grover. I don't know why I've always had a.
I'm kind of with. I'm with you there. Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm out on Grover.
Okay. I think we all passed up on the opportunity to find a movie where there's a heroin addict in it, and then having Snuffleupagus.
Hold on, I still have 2 more picks.
I'm picking Requiem for a Dream, and then we're keeping.
If
we're just picking heroin addicts, though, you got to go with Phenomena. Phenomena is on drugs, dude.
Phenomena. It's true. Does that character even have a name? I don't think so.
No, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. There's a character named Phenomena.
You also have Lou Zealand, who's the guy who throws the fish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's a fucking drunk. That's a junkie right there, man.
There's another guy I think I'm too deep in the Muppet game. Who is Dr. Strangepork, and why is he not in Boogie Nights?
Dr. Strangepork was the weird scientist of the USS Swine Trek, which was on Pigs in Space in the Muppet Show.
I'm looking at it. I mean, Dr. Strangepork just sounds like a name that could play in Boogie Nights.
Definitely. Dr. Strangepork. Sounds like a movie they'd make in Boogie Nights. Brock Landers, Angels Live in My City. All right, Steve. Last two here,
Okay.
bud.
Yeah. So, so you replace Steve Carell, so I'm gonna keep Steve Carell. I'm gonna go rom-com. I think I'm bending rom-com a little bit, but I'm gonna go with 40-Year-Old Virgin for rom-com and keep Steve Carell's character.
I dig it.
Something about that being my human, surrounded by all these way more adult Muppets, talking about their crazy weekend down in Mexico. I'm there for that movie.
Yeah, that's pretty perfect, actually. Let's cast that one. I love that. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Who's the Paul Rudd? Paul Rudd's character in that movie fucking cracks me up the whole time. The whole time.
I don't want to go with Fozzie because I've been going with Fozzie with everything.
Seth Rogen is Sweetums.
Okay.
And for those of you that don't know who Sweetums is, I'm gonna pop it up because there are probably gonna be people that don't know. This is Sweetums.
That's Seth Rogen.
That's Seth Rogen right there, man.
I like that.
Apologies to Seth Rogen, but yeah. Paul Rudd's character, I'm looking. Rizzo the Rat. Rizzo the Rat's a funny character.
We haven't cast Rizzo yet. Yeah, Rizzo.
Yeah, Rizzo the Rat could play Paul Rudd.
Except Rizzo might play the Romany Malco character more. Jay.
Yeah.
That might be more Rizzo.
Okay.
That might be true.
I might have too many women in the cast to be able to cast it with what I have with Muppets.
Who plays the guy that works? Who plays the Indian dude that turns out to be a murderer in real life?
To me, that could be
right.
Yeah.
Didn't he cut somebody's head off or something like that?
You might just change a little nationality, and that could be the Swedish Chef. Swedish Chef could play that character.
I like that too. Yeah, I like that too. I think the Jane Lynch character is actually here is where I'm going to cast Sam Eagle for the first time.
Jane Lynch, yeah,
it's a good one.
And Jonah Hill, man, I don't know. I'll cast that dude, the little boy in the Muppet movie, the Jason Segel movie. Walter, is that his name?
Walter, yeah.
Yeah. Walter needs some love. I'm gonna put Walter in this film as well.
Yeah, he's a newer character, right? But he was like the main in one of those movies. That movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the main in that movie. That's a good one.
All right. What do I have? I've got action left. I've got so many options that I can go with this.
I got your list, Sean. I just while they were talking, I just made it, so I won't be able to present it.
I'm gonna go.
The hair waxer is Fozzie. Thank you, Jack.
Go with action. It might be bending this genre a little bit too, but I'm gonna go with Saving Private Ryan as my action, just because I want to see a bunch of Muppets storming the beaches of Normandy on D-Day. So Tom Hanks is gonna be.
You're keeping Tom, okay?
You're keeping Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. It's got to be Tom Hanks.
Shit.
So I like that we've got our old man Muppet. This one probably is Sam Eagle at the beginning. It morphs into Tom Hanks's face, and then Tom Hanks is leading his platoon of Muppets to.
He's running on the beach with the fucking puppets running behind him with rifles.
Bro,
oh man, yeah.
Perfect,
Sam saying the opening scene would be hysterical. I love it.
It would be amazing.
This
is like this needs to be made right now.
AI this thing. I'm sorry, Steve. We gotta AI this.
We got a Muppet version of Saving Private Ryan. I'm in. Let's do it.
We'll have to AI it. This one's going to be hard to justify $100 million to do a D-Day recreation with Muppets.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm going to win the lottery soon. So,
but if I'm thinking of my group, I think Rizzo the Rat has got to be part of my main group of guys. Maybe the Sniper. He might be the Sniper in our
I like
group.
that.
Yeah. I think Kermit is Matt Damon. I think Kermit is Private Ryan. That's who we're going to save.
Saving
Because
Private
it's got to
Kermit.
be it's got to be somebody that's a little underwhelming when we finally catch up to him.
How about Dr. Teeth as Tom Sizemore?
Okay. It's either that or Fozzie. I could see in that role as well.
I see Tom Sizemore. I forgot Vin Diesel was in that.
Yeah.
It's funny. Eddie Burns.
Oh yeah.
So
Crazy
Steve, so let's say I win like 300-400 million in the lottery in a few weeks. Are you going to direct this Muppet Saving Private Ryan movie?
If you give me money, I'll direct
anything.
I'll direct all 15 of these films, man.
All right.
Starting with Boogie Nights.
This is a giant cock. Oh man.
All right.
A movie about the porno industry starring Muppets. We're doing this.
No, you're doing this, by the way. I want it on record.
Who's
that
the
Brian is
Luis
doing
Guzman? That's all I want to know.
Brian, it was Brian's
I'm
idea. Brian's funding it with his lottery winnings. Brian,
During the
not
making of
we
this
are doing
movie,
this.
I will be holed up in a trailer doing coke for like 6 weeks while you guys film it. Just do what you want.
I'm gonna back it up. I'll direct 13 of these films, and I reserve the right to say 12, depending on what you pick as the comedy, Brian.
Okay, that works. Steve Carell may be picked again pretty soon.
All right.
I mean, Carell would play well with all of these. Like Carell should be in a Muppet movie at this point. Like it just
Absolutely.
works.
Carell
all right.
can do anything.
Yeah, he really
He's
can.
just freaking talented, man. All right, Bologna, horror.
So I've got horror left, and again, although I just said it with the rom-com category, admittedly, I am not that huge on horror. I'm not my wealth of knowledge is not. I've seen maybe 10 horror movies in my life, but I thought this would play well again with the Muppet scenario. I'm going with Get Out. And I'm keeping Daniel Kaluuya as the main character, and then everyone else is Muppets, and they're all racist, and they're all trying to kill him, and I need to see that movie.
That's great.
That is absolutely wild. I had to
Honestly,
look up how to spell his name.
Lil Rel as a Muppet that he keeps calling is amazing. I'm in.
So you will direct this movie. Thank you.
This one actually just went to the top of the list. This is the first one I'll direct with the Muppet.
Hell yeah. I don't even care about a poll this week, Brian. I just want, Steve to.
I don't even know. See, the thing is with like
it's gonna make no sense. The poll's not.
I was thinking about that. I think I'm just gonna present the board and tell people to watch, and then let us know who you think did best. I don't think we're doing a poll this week because it's just gonna get. I don't know.
My poll is just Steve saying he's willing to direct these movies. That's the win in my book.
There you go. Got that audio.
There you go.
Lakeith Stanfield, who's the one who has been has gone through the whole procedure and now is in with the Muppets.
That would be a good either Rizzle the Rat or Pepe the Prawn. One of the two. But then again, I mean, obviously Rolf the dog, we've talked about him being grizzled and kind of has that experience. So Rolf could play that.
Seen some shit, yeah.
Yeah, he's seen some shit. But I do we got to give some love to both Rizzle the Rat and Pepe the Prawn.
That works. Okay.
Who's the mastermind? Who's the Bradley Whitford, right? That's his name. Who's the
Bradley Whitford,
the patriarch of the family.
I mean, it's got to go someone smart. It's Bunsen Honeydew. Bunsen Honeydew.
Oh, I was thinking Sam the Eagle would have been good on that one.
You and your Sam the Eagle love, my man. We gotta. I wouldn't be shocked if you have a Sam the Eagle tattoo right now.
I mean, I got a penguin. I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, close.
I got one bird.
They're
you know what? Just because you said that, I'm gonna go get a Sam the Eagle tattoo.
Hell yeah.
Well, you're about to have all this hundreds of millions of dollars. So I mean,
but Sam the Eagle as a move a different character from a movie. So I'll have Sam the Eagle
as Jules
Scotty
Winfield.
J from Boogie Nights, which is Philip Seymour Hoffman, where he's holding the Just holding the boom the whole time. He's like, all right. I had a lot of ideas for comedy. Comedy was the one genre where like my brain was just flying all over the place. I thought about Billy Madison and keeping Bradley Whitford. It's funny, we just talked about Bradley Whitford. I thought about Naked Gun and keeping Leslie Nielsen. I thought about The Jerk and keeping Steve Martin. I thought that would be fucking ridiculous. But I just kept going back to one. And the other one I mentioned Steve Carell was Anchorman Steve Carell.
I had that. I thought
that would have been fucking silly as hell.
That would have been my number 2 in comedy. I just would want to cast that movie. Maybe we do that honorable mention. We got to cast.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about because I'm not going to pick Anchorman. Actually, I am picking Office Space, and we're keeping Stephen Root, which is Milton.
Nice. I thought about that today. That was on my list for sure.
I mean, he's basically a Muppet in that movie.
You see, like Kermit go, PC load letter. What the fuck is that shit? Yeah. I mean, that's just such a like awesome ensemble cast, that whole movie. But like Milton is just he's the Fonz. He's the fish out of water. He's the plucky little background piece. I feel
like that's got to be Gonzo. Gonzo as the Michael Bolton character.
Who's Lumberg? Fozzie would actually be good as Lumberg.
Fozzie. See, here's where I was going to say this is where you should get Sam Eagle in.
He would be good. And then the Bobs would be Statler and Waldorf.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Or Beaker and Bunsen.
Or Beaker, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Sean had the same idea I did. But yeah, I want Office Space. Like I said, I had a lot of ideas with comedy. And I mean, the Muppets are comedy, so it fits the dynamic that they bring. So you don't really have to like step out of your comfort zone with that, although it would let's discuss now Anchorman, casting Anchorman.
Ah, man, this is going to be a fun exercise.
Ron Burgundy is Fozzie Bear.
Yes.
Yes. Fozzie Bear, you have a massive erection.
I'm Fozzie Bear?
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Waka, waka, waka. Sam the Eagle would be like the station manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do we got as Brick Tamlin?
If not Carell.
Yeah,
if not Carell, because we might keep Carell, right?
Yeah.
That's who I would have kept. Yeah, that's who. If I'd have picked it, I would have kept Carell.
All right,
just because I think he would play off the Muppets like really well. That character,
So our sports guy then, Whammy.
He's coming to Batavia to do stand-up comedy in like a month.
Mailman Jack saying Ron Burgundy is Guy Smiley.
Guy Smiley, that's really good.
I was literally going to bring up Guy Smiley right now for Fred Willard's character.
Yeah. See, Fred Willard was Sam the Eagle for me, but yeah, Guy Smiley's Ron Burgundy would be pretty good.
You said the Paul Rudd. To me, like there's something about Rolf that just gives me Paul Rudd energy.
Brian Fantana. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. This one, I do think we need to cast Miss Piggy as the Christina Applegate character.
Yeah, Veronica Corningstone. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. She would.
I don't like it.
We don't want to give her too much credit, but she would be great in this role.
Yeah,
you gotta admit it. Yeah,
this one's meant for her.
I'm trying to figure out. Oh, you know who would be perfect? Would be Crazy Harry. The guy that's always blowing shit up.
Yeah. Crazy.
We never talked about Crazy Harry.
I've got two here. I was looking at Crazy Harry, and then there's another one, Uncle Deadly. Do you guys know who that is?
No,
I do not.
I'm looking at the list of Muppets, and I've never seen this guy, but he looks like a bad guy.
That's our shark.
That's our shark.
That was it. Yeah,
Uncle Deadly.
Oh yeah, that guy. Okay. Yeah, here.
Super deep dive.
This guy.
Yeah.
Is this honorable mention time? Brian?
Let's do lists real quick. I have 3
Okay.
lists. So thank you. First of all, thank you to Sean for sending us a list in the middle of the show. He forgot and he wanted to. So Dark Knight Rises, keep Heath Ledger.
Oh, that would be a hell of a
good.
movie.
Heavyweights, keep Ben Stiller. That's a good one. I like that.
Heavyweights is a good one. That's
Just
a
be
that's a
rating
really
all
good one.
just be rating all the Muppets. I love that.
Heavyweights is amazing.
So he mentions Love Actually and keeping Hugh Grant. I thought of another Hugh Grant movie. I thought Notting Hill and keeping Hugh Grant would have been good.
I thought about the Saw answer too. Saw with keeping Jigsaw is a good answer.
Saw with keeping
Keep it-
Jigsaw.
Yeah, we never picked the Paul Rudd.
I said
Forgot about
Rolf.
that.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, you did say Rolf. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What about Scooter as Paul Rudd? We didn't talk about Scooter at all.
Yeah,
could
Scooter
work.
didn't get enough love in this.
Yeah.
I mean, Scooter, what are we doing? Scooter's a poor man's Kermit, right? Like it's
Yeah.
Thanks for saying it. I'm like, well, I don't think he deserved that much
yeah,
love, but that's all
Scooter's-
right.
Yeah, Scooter's a poor man's Kermit.
So here is our boy Sam Reeves' list. Hang on, there you go. So he picked Inception for his action movie, keeping Leonardo DiCaprio. Pineapple Express, keep Danny McBride.
We need Danny
has a-
McBride in a Muppet movie.
Yeah.
Like obviously no swears or anything, but Danny McBride would be good in a Muppet movie.
I want Danny McBride to play Patrick Mahomes in a movie. It's got to happen at some point. It's Super Bowl week. They have the same exact voice. They actually kind of like if he shaved, they kind of look.
There are a few more differences between them that I think I'd
Yeah.
be concerned to make
Yeah.
that casting, but
True.
It's
I don't
another-
have
Oppenheimer
hundreds of millions of dollars, so I've got to
It's
be
another
more.
Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder situation going.
Well, yeah. All right, and then we got keeping Pennywise, but that would be pretty funny.
That's yeah.
Good.
And then finally we have Mailman Jack here. Commando, keeping
Commando would
Arnold,
be-
Arnold just blowing people.
Yeah.
I had a lot of Arnold movies in my head. I thought Terminator would have been good for an action one too.
Remember the Titans is great. Like any sports movie and make the head coach our human character. It's great.
Yeah, my comedy was going to be
Major-
Happy Gilmore for a little bit.
That'd have been a good one. Who do you keep? Happy Gilmore? Or do you keep
No,
I think because
the
I think
caddy. Caddy
that
is basically a Muppet.
oh man.
He would fit right
The
in.
proposal. So the proposal's kind of a deep cut. That movie's fucking funny, and Betty White is really good in it. So that's
Yeah,
a
that
good
movie's
one.
great.
And then The Shining, but keeping Jack. Does Kermit's nephew Robin play the kid? Or is that Peppy the prawn?
This might be our Walter time too.
Yeah, that's a good time for Walt or it's Scooter.
I'm trying to see, like, is Jack Nicholson actually the best choice for The Shining?
Seeing Kermit chase somebody with an axe would be fucking.
That's what I'm
hilarious.
saying. Like Shelley Duvall as the human might be better.
The twins are chickens.
Yes,
Thank you, Jack.
Animal
twins
would play a
are
good Jack in this.
Yeah.
Animal could be Jack.
Fozzie's the ghost bartender.
Yes.
Rolf the dog is the groundskeeper guy.
Can you guys hear that?
Ta-
My
yeah,
kid is
take
going
my money.
crazy right now.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to Dumpless Town now.
Yeah. So I'll start real quick because I think action was the genre I was
Yeah.
struggling with the most in terms of picking just like a singular film. I think
Mhm.
Scarface, but keeping Pacino was right there for me. Taken, but keeping Liam Neeson was there for me as well. And Die Hard, and I think I choose to keep Bruce Willis, but I might pick what's his name, the villain,
Hans Gruber. Yeah, Alan Rickman.
Yeah, Alan Rickman. I mean, there's an argument.
Yeah,
to be made for that.
Kermit as John McClane would be really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. I agree. That's funny. Any other action ones, Bologna?
Action ones, no. Pulp Fiction was my 1-1, and that was like the only way I was gonna go about it. If we were going drama, instead of Forrest Gump for a long time, I had Good Will Hunting, and I was keeping Robin Williams. So that was my drama honorable mention.
Watching him go, it's not your fault with a Muppet would be amazing.
And just hugging, Gonzo, or
see the tiny Muppet hands come around him as he hugs him as well.
Yeah. And then the only other thing I had written down, because I thought maybe like
the little wires sticking from their hands.
The strings. Yeah, the strings.
Sorry.
No, yeah. The only other thing I had was just in case you did mention in the group chat that maybe we do documentary. So I thought the only real doc that I thought would be awesome with Muppets is Tiger King. So I kind of want to do Tiger King with Muppets. And the Tiger King would be Gonzo. I mean, he basically is he's basically the Tiger King.
I love it. That's amazing.
Gonzo is that bitch, Carol Baskin.
I'm never gonna financial recover for this.
Yeah, that one I'd argue we don't have any humans. It's just it's an entire Muppet.
The one guy I thought to keep for that was the shaved head, no teeth guy, because he was
the
basically
boyfriend or the husband.
The boyfriend. The boyfriend. Yeah. But that would play like a good role for Fozzie. Would be good in that.
Or it's just one of the employees in these zoos that are like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, keep one of the tigers, like Brian kept the shark.
Just keep a tiger. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. Dramas. I had Titanic, but keeping Billy Zane.
Oh, what an asshole.
And then I mentioned Fight Club and keeping Brad Pitt. I thought that would be pretty funny. Whoever plays Robert Paulson would be fantastic.
I was about to say, you might as well keep Meatloaf and then cast the Muppets as all the other characters. I think that would work.
Your tits are too big, fat man. Oh man. What about comedies? I had Clerks, but keeping Brian O'Halloran. You keep good. Dante. Yeah, that would be fun. Good.
I was thinking of Shaun of the Dead with that one, but I was also just like in the zombie movie genre, thinking that would be hilarious if the zombies in any of those films are just Muppets.
Yeah, Zombieland.
Yeah,
you keep
keep
Woody, or you keep keep Woody. That would be perfect.
Keep Bill Murray.
Oh man,
I was gonna keep Emma Stone because we have lack of female characters. I don't want Miss Piggy playing the Emma Stone character. So I think Emma Stone's a good actress. Keep her.
Good point. It's very progressive of you. That's right. Good point.
Thank you, Steve.
Any rom-coms? I had two. I had Pretty Woman, but keeping Richard Gere. Just a scene with he's like banging Miss Piggy on top of the piano.
Yeah.
That was funny as hell.
And we're back where we started. I had Princess Bride.
Hell yes,
potentially. But I think
keep the grandpa.
I think in this one I keep Humperdinck as my human, and the entire world is just Muppets. Then
Chris Sarandon is so good in that movie. What about Groundhog Day? You keep Bill Murray.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or Andy McDowell.
Gonzo would be a good Murray in Groundhog Day.
He would be a good Murray.
I think Gonzo could play Murray.
Yeah.
Gonzo's versatile.
Yeah. He's got range.
I can't stop thinking about Titanic with Billy Zane now. Just Muppets.
Who plays the iceberg in Titanic?
They make their own like Muppet iceberg.
Oh yeah, 100% they do.
Yeah.
Paint me like one of your French pigs.
Princess Bride, but keep Mandy Patinkin. How about Princess Bride and keep Andre the Giant?
Yes.
Yeah, Andre the Giant.
Or I mean, you could see Fozzie go, anybody want a peanut? And then horror, I had Halloween, but keep Tony Moran. So you just keep Michael Myers. And he's slashing up Muppets. Misery, and you keep James Caan.
Or keep Kathy Bates.
Although you keep Kathy Bates,
You got to keep Kathy
Bates,
Bates,
and she's hitting Kermit's legs with the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty good.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
I had one other horror, but I don't know if I want to.
Please.
Yeah, might as well.
You can't frame it like that, bro.
Yeah,
We're an hour in.
Yeah, it depended on which direction this podcast went in, but I was ready to go with Human Centipede for the horror film. If we needed
my
to.
God. No, it's Muppet Centipede. At that point, there's no human. No,
I don't know.
no
See,
human
I mean, there might be I don't know. I don't know who becomes the human.
It's very good points.
Shit.
That's I think you just found the flaw. Oh man, this was a good one. I love weird ones like this. It's always a good time.
When you told me the topic, Brian, I was like, "This is so crazy. This is gonna work." And when I was like, doing the exercise and writing things down, I was like, "Man, this might be like a half-hour episode. I don't know what we're gonna do. This was good. This was a solid hour."
You know what's funny about this show? Well, first of all, me and you talking Bologna, it's never half an hour.
That's a good point.
I mean, and Steve, if we're talking about movies, Steve will talk about movies. We can go another hour, another 5 rounds if we wanted to, but
I'm multi-dimensional. I've got there.
No. I'm not saying you're not. I've had you on for baseball. I've had you on for
damn, Brian,
on other stuff. But yeah, and it's always the ones that I'm like,
I would never do that.
I know you would. I'm not a Muppet. I'm a man.
It's always the episodes where I feel like it's not going to be long enough that ends up being an hour, hour and a half, hour. There was an episode where I did baseball with Josh Nelson and Herb, and I think we ended up going like almost 2.5 hours. It's like we just wouldn't stop. Like we just kept going. Like that's what you're into. Like you can talk all day, But yeah, this is a good one. Thank you guys for being on. Yeah, no poll this week. I don't think it would make sense, but
we're all winners in this one.
Yeah, we all win. And then I gotta start.
Yeah, but I win just a little bit more. Just a little more.
You know what? Put the poll out there. I want to beat the movie guy. Oh, you know what? I teach movies. I want to smoke him. Put the poll.
Oh man, I can't deal with the bums voting block. It's not fair.
I'm just kidding. No poll.
The bums voting.
I would never do it.
All right, Bologna, you got anything you want to plug?
The same stuff we always do. The Bumcast on Mondays, 8 p.m. And then Bums Happy Hour next Friday. But more importantly, we got the tailgates coming up. So we got the Whiskey at Comiskey coming up. We got the schedule is out. We're going to be there opening day. We're going to be there for a couple more. Basically, the last weekend of every month. But stay tuned for that. We got some cool announcements. We actually got some cool sponsors for this year, so we're lucky to do that. So we'll be doing all of that. Sox Park, Lot B. Stay tuned for that.
Right on. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Sadistic Penguin Studios. Steve, do you have anything you want to?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I always plug my guys over at All Sports Scene. But yeah, if you want to go see my film work, I have a film that is on the festival circuit right now called Never Not Yours. Right now, it's only currently playing at festivals, but we're hoping to get it out on streaming sometime within the next several months, which I will blast it everywhere. So follow me on Twitter. Go find the film page on Facebook. We put all of our updates there. I'm gonna be in Montana in a week and a half, so if any of you live in Montana, come see me.
Sweet. Sweet. And a mug that my wife made is prominently featured in that film.
It is. Yes, it is.
All right. Well, that's all for this week. We'll be back next week. We're going to do rom-coms. I'm going to have Caitlin Reeves on, as well as a few other people still working on the crew for next week. Yeah, like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe to Sadistic Penguin Studios. Tony's going to be working on some Hookup on Music stuff. I was on Hookup on Music last week. Check out that episode if you haven't. It was a really good time. We're going to kind of make it a little bit of a regular thing where I'm going to be on every handful of episodes. So be on the lookout for that. At the show on Fridays, I don't know what their topic is this week, but I'm sure they have something hilarious. They did Sam Jackson movies last week, and
that was an awesome episode. So, I didn't get to watch until after, and I finished it on Saturday. That was a great episode. I got to text Yump about it because I meant to do that.
Right on, yeah. They always, I mean, the amount of research that they both do beforehand is pretty awesome. So definitely going to keep rocking and rolling with that. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe to us on Sadistic Penguin Studios. I am going to be bringing the playback stuff back a bit. We're going to be watching stuff on YouTube like we did last week, Bologna and I, with the 1992 Royal Rumble. We had a blast doing that. So maybe a little wrestling. We'll sprinkle in some WrestleMania stuff as we get down the road to WrestleMania. So we're going to be doing that. But yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Sam, Jack, Sean, thank you so much for dropping us some lists. And then everybody that was in the chat and contributed. Thank you very much as always. But yeah, this is episode 66. Have a great day.